Coming up on Week 3 of the HuskyZone, league play started for the majority of our teams, as LaSalle was a common opponent for these teams. Cross country hosted a tournament and we saw a few high placers, while football wrapped up their non-conference schedule with more excitement. All of this and more coming up on Week 3 of the Fall Sports HuskyZone.
Over middle, it's intercepted.
Hi, I'm Cole Costello, and welcome back to another NM Athletics production. The soccer and volleyball teams began Tri-Valley Conference play this week, and the football team is nearing that stage of the season as well. We'll get to those sports later, but first, here's Shane Whitehead with cross country.
Thanks, Cole. Cross country this week hosted the North Marion Invite, which is the longest continuously ran cross country race in the state of Oregon. In this race at Willamette Mission State Park, Christian Parr came in first for the boys with a time of 17 minutes and 44 seconds, which was good enough for 8th overall. He was also the only junior to place in the top 10 at the meet. Other high boys finishers were Ben Hamburg, Albert Grawn, Ben Westwood, and Oscar Olmos, who were around the 20-minute mark. On the girls' side, Hannah Surkamp was first, finishing 35th overall with a time of 24 minutes and 10 seconds. Now here's Cole Costello with volleyball.
Thanks, Shane. The volleyball team this week went to the Brick Oven to take on the Lady Falcons of LaSalle. The Lady Huskies battled hard against the tough Falcons team, ranked 8th in the state. Unfortunately, the Huskies could not pull off the W, opening conference play 0-1. The Huskies were led by the defense of senior Chelsea Luna, but could not overcome inconsistent play and LaSalle's considerable height advantage as they lost in straight sets 25-16, 25-12, and 25-17. And now we move on over to girls soccer. On Thursday, the girls soccer team followed the opponent trend by facing the LaSalle Falcons. The girls did a good job in containing the Falcons and managed to take the lead early in the first half on a Jasmine Flores goal. By halftime, the Falcons had tied it up with the score being 1-1. In the second half, the Huskies were shut down on the offensive side while the Falcons were able to manage 3 more goals. The ending score, however, did not reflect the intensity of the game as the teams were evenly matched. It is a game the Huskies can build on as they continue league play next week, which you will hear more about in more upcoming events. And now here's Logan Beiser to talk about the boys soccer team.
Thanks, Cole. The boys soccer team had only one competition this week. They opened up league play with a journey to LaSalle to play the powerhouse LaSalle Falcons. Unfortunately, the Huskies fell short, losing 3-2. The Falcons took an early lead, but Aaron Caballero scored off a free kick to even the score. LaSalle sent the ball to the back of the net once again before the first half ended to pull ahead 2-1. The second half started off with LaSalle scoring after what appeared to be a handball, increasing their lead to 3-1. The extremely controversial call caused head coach Rafael Pelaez to storm the field, demanding the goal be taken back to the alleged handball. The score remained the same until Edgar Salgado headed in a perfectly placed ball past LaSalle's goalie. That brought the Huskies within 1. The Huskies fought hard in the final minutes but were unable to even the score. The game was filled with scrappy play from both sides of the field, and the physicality of the competition brought 2 yellow cards from LaSalle side and 1 for the Huskies. Overall, North Marion played hard against a strong LaSalle team and showed great potential for the rest of the season. Now I'm going to kick it to Josh for football.
Thanks, Logan. After starting the season 2-0, the Huskies came in 10th in the Associated Press poll, which is voted on by media members all over the state. The Huskies were looking to keep up the strong play this week in their matchup with the Junction City Tigers. North Marion got off to an extremely rough start as the Tigers drove down the field on their first possession en route to a quick 14-0 lead over the Huskies. The Tigers' strong running game, which racked up 222 yards in the first half, set the bar for their first half offensive performance of 19 points. The epitome of the Junction City running game was a scoring drive in the first quarter, which lasted 4 plays and went 93 yards, composed of large runs throughout. The Huskies did what they could to keep even with the Tigers' attack. Wyatt Moore tossed a touchdown pass of 2 yards to Matt McLaren for the first score, and Cody Walker had several runs which drove the team down the field as he capped off that drive with a score from a yard out to pull the Huskies within striking distance at 19-14. The second half was one which was dominated by North Marion, as the Huskies' defense held the Tigers to a whopping 36 yards on offense. North Marion had some solid offensive drives in the third quarter, but after the third stanza, the score remained 19-14. The fourth quarter swung in the Huskies' favor as they finally broke open the close game with many thrilling plays. Junction City did not record a single offensive yard in the quarter, and they only were able to run 5 offensive plays as the Huskies controlled the ball possession. North Marion's go-ahead score came on a 33-yard pass from Wyatt Moore to Kyle Williamson, capping off an 89-yard drive which gave the Huskies a 20-19 lead. With momentum on their side, the Huskies came out on the next play from scrimmage and forced a fumble. On the ensuing drive, the Huskies established a full 1-possession lead after a 17-yard touchdown run by Matt McLaren. Kyle Williamson sealed the deal with a big-time interception. Even though a penalty on the play negated a touchdown run by Kyle, the interception stuck nonetheless, and the Huskies went on to defeat the Tigers 26-19. On your screen is a quick look at the team stats from the contest. Cody Walker led the Huskies with 113 rushing yards, while McLaren came in with 86. Moore went 6 for 17 through the air with a pair of touchdowns on 107 yards. Now here's Cole with our trivia question.
Thanks, Josh. Last week's trivia question was, who was the last person to win a state championship in cross country and what was the year? The answer to that is Ken Lambert in 1958. Congratulations to Wade Murray of Hubbard, Oregon for getting this week's trivia question correct. This week we are asking who holds the record for the most passing yards in a game at North Marion. If you think you know the answer, go ahead and text your answer in to 503-583-8NMA. Now here's Josh with our high-flying performer.
Let's go.
Thanks, Cole. This week's high-flying performer is senior running back Cody Walker. Walker kept the Huskies close in the first half, as he was the only Husky clicking offensively. He paced the Huskies' ground attack with 113 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Now it's time for our Play of the Week.
Thanks, Josh. This week's Play of the Week comes from the football team and their win over Junction City. Trailing 19-14 in the mid-fourth quarter, the Huskies faced a crucial 4th and 19 situation, needing a conversion to keep a drive alive. On the play, Wyatt Moore delivered a well-placed ball to Kyle Williamson, who was streaking down the sideline. Kyle came up big by reeling in the pass through tight coverage and cruising into the end zone for the go-ahead score. A play of 33 yards.
Crucial 4th and 19 situation here. Here's the snap. Wyatt Moore back to throw. Throws down the right sideline. Kyle Williamson makes the catch. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Huskies take the lead. Kyle Williamson streaking down the right sideline. And Wyatt Moore, well-placed ball to Kyle. And the connection is made for the 33-yard touchdown. And they take a 20-19 lead over the Junction City Tigers. And boy, we can take a deep breath now. 4th and 19 converted for the Huskies lead.
That's it for this week's Play of the Week. Now here's Wyatt with more upcoming events.
Thanks, Cole. On
group volleyball kicks off the homecoming festivities beginning at 6:30 p.m. from Gym 1. On Tuesday, the boys soccer team has a home game with Estacada beginning at 4. The volleyball club also hosts the Rangers of Estacada with a 6 p.m. matchup from Gym 1. The lone team traveling will be the girls soccer squad, who has a 6 p.m. away game at Estacada. Continuing the homecoming festivities, Wednesday the Powder Puff starts at 6:30 with a bonfire following. On Thursday, the cross-country team breaks out of their Wednesday pattern as they compete at the Staten High Invitational, starting at 4 p.m. Boys soccer travels to Madras with a 4 p.m. White Buffalo matchup. And as the boys travel, the girls host the White Buffaloes at 4. Also on Thursday, the volleyball teams make the long trek to Madras to compete at 6 p.m. The week's events culminate with a homecoming football game when the Huskies kick off league play at 7 p.m. while hosting the Madras White Buffalo. That's it for more upcoming events, and now here's Cole to wrap things up.
Thanks, Wyatt. As always, we'd like to thank our loyal sponsor of Young Life, and be sure to head to the first club on October 1st at 8 p.m. in the Hub in Hubbard. Just a reminder, if you're interested in continuing NM Athletics in future years, be sure to turn in one of our applications to an NM Athletics team member or Mr. Murray. If you're interested in sponsoring one of our segments or making a commercial to go into one of our weekly HuskyZone updates, be sure to contact us about sponsorships. Contact us at nmathletics@gmail.com. And that wraps up another week of the HuskyZone. I'm Cole Costello. See you next time.
I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Yeah. Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits, and they've forgiven my mistakes.
Thank you.
Coming home.
Coming home.
Coming home.
Coming
Tell
home.
the world that
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Hey yo, check this out.